So you've been thinking about moving to Tennessee and you're not really sure where you're moving, and in the Nashville area, you've been looking at Nashville. We're in Spring Hill, Tennessee, just south of Nashville today. And maybe you're wondering, what can $400,000 or $500,000 get me in a house in the Spring Hill area? We're going to take a look at that today, drive around town a little bit, show you a little bit about Spring Hill and that price point of between $400,000 and $500,000, and we're going to get started right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you're wanting to know everything there is to know about Nashville and the surrounding areas around Nashville like Spring Hill, feel free to click the subscribe button, click the bell for notification, like the video, and we'll keep you updated every time a new video is uploaded. I'm Michael, and Joshua, Caleb, James, David, and our whole team, we get calls from people like you from all over the country every single day, just trying to find out more information about places like Spring Hill and Nashville and the surrounding areas. If that's you and you have questions, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we'll gladly help you make your move to the Nashville or surrounding areas. So like I said, we're going to be talking about Spring Hill, Tennessee, and what you can get for $400,000 to $500,000 in a house here. First, we want to kind of highlight a few things. Main Street in Spring Hill is kind of like a Main Street USA kind of place, except for the fact that they designed it a little bit different. Main Street has 3 separate areas. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at all 3 areas. We'll drive you around town, let you see the different areas. We're standing in the lower part of Main Street, which is an area that is kind of newer. It's got everything you would think you would want to have in a mall area kind of place. We'll show you around the mall here and drive through some of the places so you can see what's here. There's a movie theater here, restaurants. You can see there's a restaurant behind me. There's actually another restaurant right over here called Buffalo Wild Wings, which is right there. Cracker Barrel, Longhorn Steakhouse, just about everything you would want in any kind of restaurants if you're into the restaurant scene. We are just off Saturn Parkway, which heads right to the GM plant from I-65. So it's a quick step right onto the highway that takes you 3 miles down the road to I-65. I-65 is a main thoroughfare that goes all the way through Nashville, all the way through Tennessee, all the way through Kentucky, through Indiana, like all the way up to Indianapolis. So it's a major interstate. So if that's something that's useful because you got to get into Nashville, this is definitely an area that's super easy to get right onto the interstate and go wherever you need to go. With the GM plant sitting right here, that brings in a lot of business, brings in a lot of where the economy comes from. There are thousands and thousands of people that work there, and it used to be the place where they made the Saturn. That's why it was called Saturn Parkway. They made the Saturn car. That was a GM car that was made, and they don't make the Saturn anymore, but what they do have is a brand new battery facility that they're building, and they're going to be bringing in something like 8,000 more jobs just to keep up with the demand for the electric vehicle. So a little bit more about Spring Hill. Spring Hill is definitely an area just south of Franklin, which is just south of Brentwood and going up to Nashville. It's about 45 minutes. We have another video. You can look at that right over here and click on that video if you want to. That video is going to tell you more about the vlog tour, give you different price points. Today's video is directly related to what you can get for, say, $400,000 to $500,000. We're going to take a look at that. First, we're going to show you around a little bit around town, and then we'll dive into a neighborhood that you're going to want to see. It's all about the price point that you're trying to get to. So like I said, we're right here in it's more like an outdoor mall kind of thing, but there's all kinds of shops here. If you want to take a look, there's a Target down the street here. There's all these different shops. There's a Kohl's right here to your right, and then all along the strip here, there's all kinds of restaurants behind me. This Mexican restaurant, there's fast food restaurants that if you want to go to. There's smoothie places. Starbucks is right in this another part of this shopping center right here. There's just about everything you would want if you want to eat some food. There's a movie theater, there's a bowling alley right down the road too. So anything you're wanting to do entertainment wise, it's right here in this particular part of Main Street here in Spring Hill. Let's go on and take a look. We're going to drive up and look at a little bit different part of the main street, which is, I would say, more of what you would be used to and what you call Main Street, which is the old part of Main Street. All right, like I promised, we're gonna hit old school Main Street. This is the old part of Main Street, the old houses. A lot of those houses are no longer like houses that people live in. Most of them are businesses that have purchased those old houses and then turned them into antique shops and coffee shops and all kinds of knick-knack kind of places. We're standing right here at one. Wave at the people. Right across the street is an old house. You can see this right here. This is my favorite coffee shop right here. It's called Fainting Goat Coffee Shop, and I don't know if you can see it. So Fainting Goat is an incredible coffee shop. So if you're coming to Spring Hill, you're not going to want to miss that. If you look a little bit down the street here, this is called the Main Street Plaza. This is old houses that have been kind of, the Chamber of Commerce is there. Some other things have been put in there as well, shops and knick-knack shop. And even right here where we're at right now, show you, see all the ADD kind of things, spinning things around. But this is a country living place, and go ahead and take a look. They have all kinds of anything you want. They have a cow, some roosters, pretty much things for your yard. And then you go inside, it's those cute little things that you put in country houses and things like that. Actually, I have a daughter who wants me to bring her here so she can see the area. So that's kind of what's around here. If you go just down the street a little bit to your right, you can find a place called Groove. Groove is a place that makes those silicone wedding bands and silicone, they make belts and all kinds of stuff. Their headquarters is just down the street. Restaurants off to your left, definitely any restaurant. There's Italian restaurants, great pizza place. Just incredible food if you want to eat in the old school part of downtown Spring Hill. And we're going to take a look at a couple of houses now. Let's get started and taking a look at the houses that are in this price range we're talking about today of $400,000 to $500,000. Here's our first stop, and we're going to take a look at a house that's $485,000, so it's underneath that 500 mark. I told you we were going to look between 400 and 500,000, and here we are. It's a great neighborhood. You can see kind of behind me the houses and the structure of the houses. This particular house is right across the street here. I want to take a look at it over here. You can kind of see right over here behind me. This house right here is for sale, and this house is 1,725 square feet. It's $485,000 and it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Runs right around $281 a square foot. Pretty typical for the market right around where we're at here. And it's a great neighborhood, great opportunity, close to town, close to everything that we've just shown you here in the video. A mile away from Main Street, not even a mile from Main Street. And definitely easy to get to, all the restaurants and the movie theater, just about anything you want to get to. Pretty close to the highway as well, so you're just about a mile away from the highway to jump on if you need to get somewhere fast into Franklin, downtown Nashville, or wherever. So we're going to take a look at our next stop in just a second. Before that, we're going to drive through the neighborhood here and give you some shots so you can kind of see around the neighborhood. Our second stop, we told you we were going to be looking at houses between $400,000 and $500,000 and what you could get for $400,000 or $500,000 here in the Spring Hill area. So we're at the stop number 2, and this house right behind me is for sale. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath house, 1,708 square feet. It's in Independence School District, which is the Williamson County School District, and it is $474,900. That's what it's listed for. And this house is definitely a house in a neighborhood that is prime neighborhood here in Spring Hill. So one that pretty much everybody wants to get into. So if it's something you're interested in, this is definitely one of the places you want to be. The square foot price is around 278 square feet $278 per square foot, and This is just a great offer for a neighborhood that's so well sought after. Family-friendly neighborhood, lots and lots of kids if you have kids. This is a great neighborhood to move into, and definitely a great school system to go with it. So there you go. That's number 2. We're going to head off to number 3 after we show you around town here. Alright guys, we're here at our third stop, and we told you we were going to be looking at houses between $400,000 and $500,000. So this house that we're going to take a look at is $468,000, and it's like 1,868 square feet, and being that it's 1868, that's right around $252 per square foot, and it's a little bit cheaper price point than what we've looked at today so far. And then it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and definitely a nice yard. Let's take a look at it. I'll show you right here. You can kind of see right here behind me. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Nice front porch sitting area. Quiet neighborhood. Good schools. Can't beat it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look around this neighborhood, show you around a little bit, and then we'll get going.